It's hard to believe that the iPhone 14 Pro has been out for almost a year now, and I've been using it as a daily driver ever since launch day. So this right here is iPhone 14 Pro 1 year later. So there are a few important topics to cover in this review, and that's going to be durability, performance, and battery life. So as far as durability goes on this guy, I've been rocking this without a screen protector since day one. Sure, there are little scratches here and there on the screen. It doesn't really bother me though. I like the naked experience of the screen. I do rock a case a lot of the time though, so not rocking it super naked because I do happen to be clumsy and drop my phone a lot. And you know what? This is held up just fine. No cracks, no dings in any of the side frames or anything like that. Just pure on solid durable phone. And I think that the iPhone has come a long way in terms of durability over the years. Honestly, I haven't had anything major happen to this phone in terms of something that would stress its durability. I mean, it works. It's a strong iPhone. It feels solid in the hand, and that's about all I have to say in that department. But we got to talk about performance. So when it comes to performance, a year worth of time is kind of a good scope of measurement as to how a device will hold up in the long term. I mean, I've been using this every day for a year straight, and I haven't noticed anything wrong with the performance. It hasn't degraded one bit. I think that the performance on this device is absolutely the same as it was from day one. One thing that I've really gotten used to when it comes to using this phone every day is the dynamic island. And I'm telling you, this is the best gimmick ever on a phone. It just really takes advantage of that empty space up there, and I love it because when I'm watching videos or playing back music or I have a timer going or anything like that, the dynamic island takes care of all of the work in the background while I have other things going in the foreground. So if I want to access something that I've been using on the dynamic island, like I have a timer running, I can just tap on it, go into it, or I can see how much is left. It's just really been a treat all around. Something kind of unexpected in terms of what Apple could do with that empty space. I think the dynamic island was the nail hit on the head. Real quick though, I want to give a huge shout out to channel sponsor CaseCoo and their new Magic Stand case. This case is absolutely awesome because it does have the MagSafe connector point on the back side of it, and it'll work with all of your MagSafe accessories, but this one is a little bit different because you can actually pull out this MagSafe portion and it's on a hinge, so you can use it as a stand, or you can use it to slip your fingers through for better grip on your phone. It is probably one of my favorite cases right now, and I'm a huge fan of CaseCoo and this Magic Stand case. So if you want to pick one up for yourself and even get a little discount, check out the link below in the description, and you can use my code down there as well to save some money on a Magic Stand case for yourself. Big shout out to CaseCoo for sponsoring this video. As far as the cameras go, I mean, they've been top notch since day one, and there's really nothing else to say about that. I thoroughly enjoy the cameras on here, though I do hate how fingerprinted up they get, because every time I want to use the camera, I swear it's blurry and I have to take my shirt, wipe off the lenses, and then I can be able to take a clear photo. That is probably the thing that annoys me the most. I know that's kind of a weird thing to annoy someone, and it's not really anything that we can take care of here because, well, they're camera lenses and they're glass and they stick out on the back, so your fingerprints are gonna get all over them anyways. But that's just one thing that kind of bothers me. Every time I pull my phone out to take a picture, I have to remember to wipe it off so that I'm getting the clearest photo possible. So I came to the iPhone 14 Pro from an iPhone 13 mini. And I gotta say, it's a big difference jumping from one to the other, especially in terms of battery life. The 13 mini's battery drained all the time. Like, it wasn't terrible, but I would find myself charging it back up a couple of times a day because it's just a small little phone, and I use my phone like a monster, and so the battery is depleted a lot quicker. So jumping over to the iPhone 14 Pro was a huge difference in terms of battery life. So yes, the battery life was a big jump going to the iPhone 14 Pro from a 13 mini, and I gotta say, I've been thoroughly happy with the battery life. My battery health is around 92% right now, so I'm not sure how that stacks up with everybody else's over the last year, so let me know your battery health down in the comment section below. But I'm pretty much averaging about 5 hours and 45 minutes of screen on time, give or take, somewhere around there. Definitely a number I'm happy with. The phone charges up super fast too, so if I'm ever running low on juice for the day, I can just kind of plug it in, but I find myself going a couple of days without having to charge all the time. Like, I mean, I'll run this thing down to like 10%, you know, something like that. But it's nice to not have to worry about the battery life. Like when I was on the iPhone 13 mini, I'm constantly worried about battery life because it's just such a smaller phone and it has a smaller battery inside of it that I was always kind of having battery anxiety, if that's a thing. So I think that the move to the Pro was definitely a good thing in terms of my battery usage, and I gotta say, this has been a great performer as far as battery life goes. Overall though, I gotta say, it's been a pretty enjoyable year with the iPhone 14 Pro. And I don't know what could make it any better. Maybe iOS 17 adds a little more features to this that will make the experience a little bit better for those that are maybe even upgrading to an iPhone 14 Pro this year, or just staying on it and skipping the iPhone 15 altogether. I think there's a lot to like about this device. If you haven't seen my video on the new features for iOS 17, I'll definitely be sure to link it down in the description below. But yeah, I'd love to know your thoughts on the iPhone 14 Pro and my experience after 1 year down in the comments section below. And if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to hit the thumbs up button. If you're new around here to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when new videos like this drop in the near future. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. I really do appreciate it. Once again, this is Dom, and I'll catch you in the next video.